Hello, my friends, and wherever you are out there, I know times are different, and I know the times we're facing right now, the world's changed, and we've been hit with a new thing, which I wish to not give it a name. And I won't deny it, my friends, the times have changed. And times are tough for a lot of people out there. And I've decided that this video has been calling me. I've decided that, this thing that we're going through right now, I've decided, this video needed to be done. The truth needed to be said. Because as you know, we're in this time where everything's COVID this and COVID that. And today, I want to talk about focus, energy, and finding peace in the storm. And why have I chosen those three? Because right now, our focus is getting tested. Our energy is getting tested. And right now, a lot of people are having a tough time finding peace in the storm. Now, as you may have seen on the media and all these news mediums, they love to talk about how many people have died. They love to talk about how many cases there are in this country, how many cases there are in this country and that. Now, I'm not saying this, my friends, because I choose to ignore what's happening. And some people aren't gonna like what I'm going to say. And some people are, and if you don't like what I'm gonna say, I respect that either way. Because I believe we're all entitled to opinion. And what I've been noticing on the media is I'm waiting for them to actually talk about something positive. I'm waiting for them to stop talking about how many people have died, how many deaths. This isn't helping, and this isn't gonna help the world. And the funny thing is, the media think they're speaking the truth. They're not. They want us to stay positive. But how do they expect people to be positive when all they're speaking is negativity? So, for this instance, I'm saying I'm not choosing to listen to the news because there's nothing positive coming from the news. Which leads me to talk about focus. Now, I'm not going to say that I know about this COVID thing and I know the fix, no. However, I do know mindset. And I do know that a positive, empowered mindset can defeat anything. And whatever happens in our body is a reflection of what is going on in our mind. Because what happens in our mind communicates to our body. And right now, the media is trying to paint a picture that we're helpless, that there's no fix to this, that so many people are dying. And I want to tell you the honest truth. There is a vaccine out there which is called look within yourself. Because I'll tell you this, my friends, one thing I've learned about focus, we can focus on outside of ourselves all we want. We can focus on external things all we want. However, the power of focus comes from when we look within ourselves, when we focus on the positive and empowering energy within ourselves. You see, there is nothing more powerful than a focused mind. And I'll tell you this, a virus can't handle positive mind, can't handle positivity. However, if you're negative, then guess what? Your body's gonna pick up on that negativity. Because right now, what I'm seeing in this world is, there's an abundance mindset and there's a scarcity mindset. And right now, what I'm seeing most in this world is the media trying to drum fear into us, trying to drum scarcity into us, trying to drum into us that we're helpless and we're going to depend on the system. Now, I want to make this clear to anyone listening. You have within you what you need to handle this. You have what you need within you to get through this. You don't need to look outside of yourself and believe what the media is telling you. Because the power is within you, and it always has been within you, my friends. And all you gotta do is look within yourself, because there's another thing I need to say. They're showing us on TV people fighting in Woolworths, people stocking up on toilet paper. Now, my question is, why do we believe that there's scarcity? Because that's what the damn media is telling us. And so we're stocking up on toilet paper. We're stocking up on pasta. We're getting told how to live our lives. My friends, to whoever's watching this rubbish in the supermarkets has to stop, my friend. My friends, this hoarding of toilet paper, this fighting with each other, this violence that's now increasing because of what's happening. We need to stop this. Louis Hay once said, there's an abundance of resources if we're only willing to share it. Please, my friends, stop thinking that there's not enough toilet paper. Quit hoarding on it. It's time to quit being selfish. There's people out there that need the toilet paper. Let's be considerate. Let's be kind. Let's be compassionate. There's enough abundance out there, my friends. And this fighting in supermarkets, this fighting with each other, it has to stop. You don't need to act like this. And so what I want to talk about, focus, I want to share with you a story. Now, there was this man, Greg Braden, and he had a Native American friend. And his Native American friend said, did you want to come to the mountains? And Greg Braden said, yes, I'd love to. So he went to the mountains with his friend. And while he was there in the mountains, there was this circle of rocks. And in the mountains, they've had a very long drought where it's been the driest it's been for a long time. And Greg Braden saw his friend was dancing in the circle and was getting excited, was happy. And Greg Braden said to his friend, he said, what was it that you were doing? And Greg Braden thought his friend was praying for rain because they've been in a drought for a long time. And his friend said, no, I didn't pray for rain. Because in that moment, when I pray for rain, I'm putting it out to the universe that I don't have it. And he said, no, I didn't pray for rain. I had prayed for the rain that had already come. I was dancing in joy because my feet were so muddy from the rain that's been coming down for so long. He said, I was grateful for the rain that has already come. Now, isn't that an interesting story about focus? We're focusing on this damn COVID, letting the media scare us, living our life according to what the system tells us to live, the powers to be telling us to stay home, saying you can't do this, can't do that. I'll be honest with you, my friends. The power of focus. If you want to use the power of focus, then focus on this COVID thing already gone. Focus on it already being healed. Focus on it that your body is already healed itself. The key is focusing on the positive that has already came. Because I'll tell you this, if we keep focusing on it, the way the media is leading us to believe, what's happening is we're feeding this damn thing with energy. We're making it grow stronger and stronger and stronger because wherever our focus goes, energy flows. I heard somewhere this corona thing being talked about 2.5 billion times. Now, let me give you a little lesson about words. When you speak something into existence, it becomes reality. You bring life to what you speak about. So, if you want to focus on this COVID thing gone, instead of focusing on how many deaths, instead of focusing on negativity, which is all the media, all the politicians have been talking about, negative, negative, negative. You want to use the power of focus to your advantage. Focus on the positive outcome. Focus on this thing already gone. Focus on the healing that has already happened. And when you focus on that, you will then put out positive energy. And this thing won't be able to survive, because if there's one thing you need to know, my friends, is that a positive mindset will beat anything. And you need a positive mindset in this time more than ever. So remember, use the power of focus to focus on what it is that you already want. Because right now, we're getting focused on what it is we don't want. And that's putting negative energy to what it is that we don't want. And that feeds what it is that we don't want and only makes it go stronger. So focus your mind on what it is that you want. Focus your energy towards what it is that you want. And focus on the positive outcome as if it's already happened. Because when you do that, when you speak about the positive outcome, you bring that to life. You give it energy, that goes out to the universe. And the universe gives you positive experiences to match. So that is focus, and that is energy. And the other thing I want to talk about is, how do we find peace in the middle of the storm, Chris, with all this going on? And the best way I can answer it is, I want to give you a story. There was a king who was judging a painting competition. And he had 2 paintings. And one was a beautiful painting where you didn't see anything negative, where you only saw a beautiful picture. And then there was a second painting. Now it had a beautiful picture in the middle. However, all around it, it was surrounded by negative pictures. Lightning, dark storms, dark colors. There was only one positive picture in it. And the king had to choose which painting he wanted. And to everyone's amazement, he chose the painting that only had one positive picture and was surrounded by negativity, instead of choosing the positive one. And people were bewildered and amazed. And someone asked him and said, why did he choose that painting? And the king said, I chose that painting because peace can be found when, he said, you know, you can find peace where everything's going well. He said, but the true meaning of finding peace is when things aren't going well. When things aren't going to your benefit and you're able to find peace in difficult circumstances. That is how you find peace in the storm. So my message to you is, to my people, if you want to find peace in the storm, now these circumstances, these events are out of your control. However, you can choose to control how you wish to respond to it. You can react with emotions, or you can choose to respond. And when you choose to respond, that's how you find peace in the storm. It isn't about being in control of everything. It's about learning to let go of what doesn't serve you. Learning to let go of what it is you can't control. And only focusing on what it is that you can control. Because when you do that, that's how you live in the present moment. So my friends, quit focusing on this COVID thing. Now this event has happened. That's out of your control. However, you can choose how you wish to respond. Now, are you going to react with negative emotions? Or are you going to respond with positive emotions? And that's where you respond with positive focus, with positive energy, with positive mindset, my friends. That's how you can beat this thing. Because what I want to leave you with is a little formula. How everything works. Now, when an event happens, the thought first comes into play. And from a thought, you have the power of focus. You can choose to focus on what serves you, or you can choose to focus on what doesn't serve you. And after you focus on that thought, you then create emotion. And remember, there's only two emotions, love and fear. Now you can choose to focus on it with love or with fear. And when you then decide what emotion you focus on, it then creates the belief feeling. So thought is what is created in your mind. Emotion is what is created in your body. Now, belief feeling is what you create in your heart. Now, what happens after you create, what happens after the thought comes in and you focus on it? And you focus on what it is that serves you, you create emotion in your body. And let's say that emotion is positive, like love. You then create belief feelings in your heart. Now, what happens in your heart is it creates electrical and magnetic waves which go throughout your body and then speaks to the universe, speaks to the quantum particles that the entire world is made up of, and us. And what you receive back in the form of life experiences is the result of what your beliefs, feelings that you put out to the universe. So, what do you think I'm saying? The beliefs, feelings that we must focus on with this damn COVID thing is we've got to focus on positivity. We've got to focus on a positive mindset. We've got to quit focusing on the negative. Because when you focus on positive, you attract positivity into your life. Now, I did this video because we need a positive mindset more than anything. So, my question to you, my friends, is this. Are you choosing to focus on a positive mindset or continue to focus on the negativity that the stinking media is dishing out to you? And I've got a call to action to you, my friends. Now, I made a choice that I am going to focus on the positive. I'm going to focus on this already gone. I'm going to focus on the body already healing. I'm going to focus on mass healing. Because I believe this. I think this has come about because as humanity, as humans, we've forgotten who we are. And I believe this is an awakening that we need to come back to who we are. Come back to the essence of who we are. You see, humanity, my friends, is too strong. This virus isn't stronger than us. We are stronger than it. And it can never defeat us. Humanity will live on for a long time. And humanity will always continue to be strong. Now is the time to reclaim your power, my friends. Take your power back. Never give your power to this. This isn't stronger than us. Humanity will go on. Believe me when I say this, friends. Humanity is too strong to be beaten by this. And do you honestly think the universe, source energy, our creator, will create us to be knocked down by this? We're too strong, my friends. So I am making a choice to be positive no matter what. I am making a choice to see healing no matter what. So I'm gonna ask you, what choice are you choosing to make? Always remember, you have the power of choice and no one can ever take that away from you. Thank you for watching, my friends. The power is in you. Believe. Namaste.